Hi, I'm Zach Collins, professor of tuba and euphonium at Indiana University of Pennsylvania. I'm going to perform a portion of Blazhevich 35 for you and then give you a couple things that you can work on as you're preparing for All-State. Of the four etudes that were chosen for All-State this year, Blazhevich 35 is the one that you're going to be able to show your technique the most. But there are some big pitfalls in it. And it starts right in bar 1. So bar 1 is maybe the scariest measure of the entire etude, and I would encourage you to practice it a couple ways. First of all, practice it slowly. Learn it correctly. Make sure you hear every single pitch of that A major arpeggio. Second, do 1,000,000 repetitions. If you play it correctly and slowly, over and over, you're going to get those pitches in your ear, and you're going to get it in your muscle memory so that it will be more natural to play that arpeggio. The same thing goes when you hit the E major arpeggio. That's a couple measures later on the next line. Another piece of advice that I'd give you for when you perform is go ahead and play that first note strong, although be careful, it is only forte, and you are going to play fortissimo later in the etude. It's really easy to unload on that pitch on tuba. It's a very resonant note, and you might be tempted to just slam into that note. Play it big, fill up your room, but keep in mind it's only forte. But then what I do, I play that first note big, and then I actually back off just a little bit so that I can crescendo through the 16th notes. And that does a couple things for me. I think musically, it makes it more exciting, but clarity-wise, it keeps me from overplaying the 16th notes. And I won't overblow them, I won't play them too heavily if I'll back off maybe to mezzo piano and then sweep up to the high A. I do the same thing when I get to that E major arpeggio a little bit later. There are dynamics indicated throughout. Make sure you do these, but also don't be afraid to add in dynamics, particularly when you get to the lyrical section that's in the middle. Shape this. Make some nice musical arcs so that it isn't stagnant and boring. The 16th note passage towards the end of the etude, I would encourage you, just as I did for bar 1, to practice this slowly. Make sure your fingers are confident. Make sure you hear every pitch, that you really know this melody, and that you progress logically from a slow tempo where you sound great to just a couple clicks faster where you still sound great, to a couple clicks faster. Do not try to learn this at tempo. Practice slowly, and if you practice slowly, you will learn it very quickly. But if you practice quickly, you're going to learn it very slowly and probably not very cleanly.